So, dear AMC Apes, we don't need any more enemies. We already have so many. I mean, we got politicians, the banks and hedge funds, they're market makers, they're quote unquote regulators. Got the mainstream media and their shills, ESG with their woke agenda. Heck, even Hollywood is shorting us. The streaming services, YouTubers, the list goes on. So, again, this movement doesn't need any more enemies. So, why apes? I thought ape don't fight ape. Remember? But there's so many people spreading hate towards Adam Aaron lately, and I don't get it. Now, look, I'm not here to defend AA or to whine, but I figured that after all the DD that we've done, all that due diligence, all the corruption that we've exposed and continue to expose, after everything that we learned about the stock market and how it runs and the people that run it, I thought that we figure out and we all understood the play is pretty simple. We buy and hold our shares, we keep it in a cash account, and unfortunately, we wait. And we wait as long as it's going to take. Not financial advice, of course, but that's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing. All the while enjoying movies at AMC with popcorn, pretzel, and drinks. But there's so many people that want to point a finger, blame someone else, especially the CEO. Calling him a criminal, they want him behind bars. Oh, he's sleeping with the banks and the hedgies, and that he's actively working against the apes. I mean, really? If you really believe that, then I have to ask you, why are you still in the play? It doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, you don't believe in it, don't believe in anything, the company, the CEO, or the movement. So why are you still here? And look, all I want from Adam Aaron, all I expect from him, is for him to work hard, make AMC profitable and better than ever. And I believe he's doing that with our help, of course. He does that, and I know we're going to win. But some people are spending so much time, so much energy looking up information, trying to dig up stuff, anything to validate their belief. I don't blame them. Again, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, but what are you trying to accomplish? The only thing you're doing is hurting your own investment. And it just doesn't look good. I mean, why would you? What do you want? You want to remove him? I don't think we can, but even if you could, what's your plan? What is your final destination? You want to replace Adam Aaron? With who? Who do you have in mind? The next guy that's pounding his chest that thinks they can crush Wall Street, that they know the system? That never works out. You know that by now, right? You expect Adam Aaron to just stand up and quote unquote speak out against the shorts, right? What do you want him to say? This?
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Right?
Oh,
Because that's how he's going to sound. Can you imagine how hard they're going to laugh at him? Laugh at us? These people get away with pretty much everything, right? We know this already. And looking at JP Diamond, JP Morgan Chase, he reaches a 290 million settlement with the alleged victims of the Epstein. We have found so many samples of this. They simply pay fines and they get away with the crime. You don't pay 290 million settlement if you're innocent. You pay it to get people to shut up and move on. And that's not right. But you expect one guy, Adam Aaron, right, to somehow be able to crush these people, to expose these people. It's not going to happen. He can't. I don't want to sound like I'm defending him or I'm a huge fanboy. Like I said, all I want from him is run the company and make it better. That's all we can expect from him. The rest is up to us. Now, you say that, oh, he sold all his shares and they haven't bought back, right? That's another thing that people say. Well, unfortunately, that's exactly what all CEOs do since the beginning of time. That's just how it works. We may not like it. I personally don't like it, but who am I to say, right? And who do you want to compare them to? All CEOs do it. Musk, Zuckerberg, what's his name? Bezos, all the main CEOs, of course. That's how they get to the point where they're at. I mean, look at the Walmart guy just recently, right? 401 million worth for Robson, Jim, and Alice. Wow. Congratulations. 401 million worth of stock. Meanwhile, your workers can barely pay rent, eat, anything else. That's how it works, right? It's unfortunate, but we know this. Who else do you want? The NVIDIA guy. I'm sure Peglosi has something to say about this. Mention AI 233 times in your conference. 120,000 shares. Must be nice, right? 76 million worth. But you get mad that Adam Aaron actually sells his shares. I don't care. I don't care about that. It's just how it works, unfortunately. You know, look at this the Cineworld guy. He makes 35 million. The bosses of the Regal Cinemas owner are set to depart with 35 million after Cineworld emerges from Chapter 11, and he files bankruptcy. Must be nice. I thought Adam Aaron sold like 25 million worth, and he's still here fighting. So why would he? I mean, he could have taken the golden parachute, right? Say, quit. Movies are going nowhere. Give me my money, and I'm out. But he's still here. But you don't want to give him any credit for that, right? Because he's actively working against us. It seems kind of like a little bit over the top, isn't it? Now you want them to buy shares, right? Because that's how we show confidence in the company. I don't think you have confidence in the company. I do. You want to be us buy the shares blindly, like apes do. That's not what these guys do, though. I mean, unfortunately, they know the system. They understand it. Why would he buy when he sees the balance sheet? When he sees we don't make money? When he sees we're in debt? And more importantly, he sees that there's no movies coming out over the past 2 years. I know because I've seen them all. That's how few movies there are. And only now it's starting to come out, which is great. It's awesome. Now it's starting, but this is how long it's taken. So why would they buy shares when it was higher and not wait until he knows? He will know when to buy them, and I trust and I hope that he does. Whether he does or doesn't, I can't control that. So I don't worry about that. I mean, it's not my thing to tell people what to do with their money and how to do it. Is it anybody's? No, I don't believe that. The last thing they always say that I'm reading recently is that, of course, he's sleeping with the hedges and the banks, right? I mean, the Citibank, the Antara, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all of them. All of them. But I have to ask again, who do you think he has to deal with if he's a CEO of a company on Wall Street throughout his life? People dig up stuff from his past that he's dealt with these banks before. Well, who do you think handles the money, has the money? Who are going to be his acquaintances? All the banks, all the Antaras, the Citibanks, people that he spends time with. Who do you think is going to give him the money? Joe the butcher, Jose the janitor, I mean, Penny the Walmart cashier. Who? I don't get it. I mean, it's banks, unfortunately. That's just how real life works. I mean, have you ever needed a loan? And there's a difference between wanting a loan, buy a car, or I don't know, buy stock, whatever it is. When you want a loan, it's whatever. But when you need a loan, it really sucks, doesn't it? Because banks will always call the shots. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. And after everything we found out on how banks work, criminals, they don't care about people or where they end up. They call the shots, not you, not us. That's the situation that AMC is in because we owe money, and they know this. So nothing is going to be in our favor. Everything is going to have to be how they call it. That's what's happening with Antera, unfortunately. All we can do when you need money and you have to talk to a bank is basically bring your knee pads and mouthwash, because that's the situation you're in when you're dealing with them. So again, I mean, do you get it? At least that's how I see it. I'm not here to tell you like what you should believe or how you should think, but that's why I'm at peace with the play, and I know I just have to be patient. Everything that's coming out on Adam Aaron that people are trying to expose, just like many other samples, and I'm not even gonna go deep into it like it happens to Trump, with Tucker, and with anybody that speaks out against things. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent, and that's power because they control the minds of the masses. Do you get it? That's how I see it. That's how all this stuff is coming out now and just getting out there. It's been put by the hedge funds, our enemies. They're trying to make them look as bad as possible because they're trying to get us out. Do you get it? I mean, stop it. Just stop it. I mean, I can't say it enough. I mean, I wish it was different. I hope some people end up understanding that this battle is going to keep going. They're not going to give up. They're not going to fold. And we're going up against the very best and the most criminally insane people, as you can see. All they ever do, right, is pay fines to get out of trouble. That's what we're up against. This is admitting that you were guilty, but it's okay. There's so many things we can't control, and it's just not worth spending our time, energy, or stress. Worry about what you can control. Help your own company. Go enjoy a movie, support it, and wait. Apes, strong together.